The chief negotiators of the EU and the UK want to continue negotiating a Brexit agreement. But time is running out. In a view of the dwindling time, the stalled Brexit negotiations are to continue over the weekend in London. As reported by the Times newspaper, British chief negotiator David Frost and EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier want to propose this new round of talks. So an agreement still seems possible, although yesterday on my community tab I posted a tweet from Michel Barnier talking a bit about this, which did not sound very optimistic. But to this end, Barnier provided the representatives of the 27 EU countries with a picture of the situation of the negotiations Wednesday afternoon. The EU and Great Britain have recently remained at odds on key points such as fishing rights, the issue of subsidies and the rules for fair competition. Barnier recently dampened the prospect of a speedy conclusion to negotiations on future relations. After Britain's exit from the EU, the transition period during which Great Britain still applies EU rules will expire at the end of the year. If there is no agreement, there is still a threat of a hard Brexit without a trade agreement. Without such an agreement, Britain would suddenly be treated like many other third countries, including tariffs, trade and travel restrictions. From an EU perspective, negotiations can take place until mid-November. Then the parliaments in Great Britain and the EU would have enough time to ratify the agreement before the end of the year. The point of contention is the planned British internal market law, which is intended to undermine important parts of the 2019 EU exit agreement. The EU Commission sees this as a breach of trust and a violation of international law. They initiated proceedings at the beginning of October and set a deadline of 1 month. This dispute must be resolved, said the Commission spokesman. From Brussels' point of view, the next step would be a formal polemic. Regardless of this conflict, both sides are currently negotiating a follow-up agreement. A trade pact is to avoid tariffs and trade barriers from January after the end of the Brexit transition phase. The negotiations are intense, but there is still a lot of work to be done, said the spokesman. He commented on reports of rapprochement in the dispute over fishing rights with the words, "We have not yet found a solution to fishing." The EU had originally stated that an agreement had to be reached by the end of October at the latest so that the agreement could still be ratified. The spokesman did not want to say how long the negotiations should continue. EU Chief Negotiator Michel Barnier informed the European Parliament and the EU states about the status yesterday. And now a little bit different ending than usual. First of all, it would be interesting to know, do you see ads on my videos? Because there is an issue with thousands of smaller channels at the moment and what YouTube is doing with their revenue. And that's another reason why I once again want to really emphasize, if you are a loyal viewer, if you want to support my channel, please consider to join me on Patreon. You can join me there for any amount you want. Or if you just want to give me one more coffee to work on my scripts, you can even use my PayPal me. Both links are in the description and in the linked comment. Consider it. I'll see you soon. Viel Spaß.